In today's video, we're going to talk about leveraging Trimble receivers such as the R12i and the R980, specifically the Trimble inertial platform known as the TIP technology. And this is IMU-based tilt compensation. And then we're going to look at Trimble Mobile Manager and how that works in conjunction with third-party apps, as well as leveraging the tilt compensation in Trimble's TerraFlex software. Let's get into the video. Let's first take a look at TerraFlex. So here is my map workspace here sitting on Trimble Connect, and I've created two layers or forms, points, one with no tilt, one with tilt. They're effectively the same, but we will capture points with no tilt here in red and then in green with tilt. If we tap the three lines in the map workspace, we can check out our positioning tab, and you'll see that I'm actually using Trimble's VRS now. This is what I'll be using for my correction source on the R12i in question. Let's get going to the handheld device and head to the field. Okay, here we are at the Trimble TDC6 Android device. I'm going to go ahead and open up TerraFlex, and we'll go ahead and pick our map. Here we are in TerraFlex. We're going to go to the settings to verify we're connected to the R12i, and you'll see we're on VRS now as our correction source. Let's go back out. Let's go into the map now. You'll see our accuracy is down to RTK fixed at 0.3 inches, but we have a poor IMU alignment, and that just means we have to move with the receiver for a short distance, typically 5 or 6 feet from what I've found. Now you'll see it says tip ready, and there's no poor alignment. So I'm going to set up on this control point, and we're going to go ahead and hit the plus button in the top right, and we're going to take our first 10-second shot on this point. But first, let's take a look at the location status. You'll see that we're connected to the R12i, we're ready with the tilt sensor, and we have great accuracies. Now let's resume with our collection. We'll tap on the no tilt point, and here's our 10-second shot. We're going to go ahead and give the point a name. And let's take a picture as well to show the pole is level and plumb over the control point. Now let's go ahead and go to the bottom to look at our metadata. You'll see capture method says GNSS plus tip. So it is important to have that metadata field included. It's one of the auto fields in the templates. Now let's zoom in and tap on the point we've collected and tap navigate to in the top right. You'll see we are right on top of that point, 0.1 two-dimensional distance. Now we'll make the rod tilted so we're no longer even remotely plumb. And we'll hit the plus again in the top right and choose topo point pole tilted. It's doing our average shot. We'll give it a name. And we'll also take a picture like last time, but this time of the tilted pole. Now let's go ahead and take a picture. You'll see the pole is tilted. Now we'll go ahead and submit our feature. You zoom in close, you'll see that both of those features are on top of each other, even though the rod was tilted, where the receiver is easily 2.5 feet away from the original point. Yet they are both within 1 inch of one another, so we know that the compensation is working. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forms view to see the list of the two features. Here you'll see the distance that we are to both of those features. Let's go ahead and navigate to one of them again, and you'll see the distance we are from that point. You'll see that's the no tilt point, yet I'm still tilted and show a close distance. Now we're going to transition into Trimble Mobile Manager. You'll see I've got my R12i connected. I'm going to go ahead and move the device so that it will initialize and show that the tip is ready. We now are seeing RTK fixed and the tip is ready. Let's go into our status screen so we can see what's going on with our position. Here we can also see that the tip is ready and the IMU status is okay, which is what we want. Now back at the home screen, we're going to hit the three lines and go to Settings. We want to confirm that we have location sharing enabled. Now, while TMM is still running and connected, we can open up a third-party app and leverage those tilt-compensated positions. You'll see in this particular free app here that I have an estimated accuracy of 0.0 meters. I don't believe it even goes out to 2 decimal places, so we know we're getting corrected positions here and not using the internal receiver on the TDC6. If you are using iOS devices, you can leverage the tilt compensation in these receivers with TerraFlex. If you're using Trimble Mobile Manager, you will also see those tilt compensated positions. Be aware, however, that certain iOS apps will not properly read in the full GNSS information. Thanks again for joining us for another Altera Central technical video, and we really hope that you enjoy this content. Until next time.